Hey guys, I know it's been a while, and sorry about the camera there. Welcome back, and so today is the Xbox Series X review that I know you guys have been waiting for, and I'm sorry I've been really busy. And so anyways, it's not going to be a super in-depth review, because I'm sure you've watched several before, if you're weird like me. And so, I just have a few different things I feel that I should go over, and yeah, let's get into it. So, first, before we get into the pros and cons, I would like to mention that there's one thing you should consider before you actually decide to buy the next gen console, like a Series X or PlayStation 5 or something like that, which is, well, one of the best features is the 4K 120 frames. That's like a big thing about it, the graphics and the frame quality. And I wasn't thinking when I bought it, but of course you're going to need a good enough TV or monitor to, like, display that. And so, well, I do have a 4K TV. I do not have one that supports 120 frames. And so, I've actually not been able to experience that yet. And the really bad thing is that a TV that can do 4K and 120 frames at the same time costs as much as getting the console itself. So you may want to consider that before you jump into buying one of these things, because, otherwise it's kind of pointless. But of course there's other good things. So anyways, the pros, as I just mentioned, the 4K 120 frames per second. 4K graphics, that's like, well, it's not new since this console's been out for a little bit now, but for this gen, it's new. 120 frames, that's sweet. As I said, I haven't got to try that out, but I'm sure it's really smooth, because, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get into stuff I'm gonna actually be able to talk some more about, which is load times. Load times on this thing is phenomenal. I was actually astounded by just how drastic it is. Like, I guess I had like the base Xbox One going to the Series X, so that's a big jump. And the load times feel extremely fast. Like, let's say for example, like Forza Horizon 5, I like that took I don't even know on the Xbox One. Like, it takes a while, probably nearly 5 minutes, like, to fully start it up. And on here, I don't think it even takes 2 minutes. Like, it's drastic, the load times, in a good way. It's like extreme. That is one of the reasons that I think you should buy this console. Like, alone for that reason, it's almost worth it. Like, that's extreme. And also to do with load times, there's quick resume. Now, quick resume is for those people who, even though you have lightning fast load times, they're still not fast enough for you. If that's a problem, there's quick resume. So if I go here, my games and apps, and we go and see some stuff, let's go. See, this is your quick resume bar here. Sorry, my camera has bad focus. I guess that doesn't really help much. So in here is where you can see all your quick resume games, and that means that you have like instant load-in. So if I was to go and click on Forza Horizon 5, this is almost always in my quick resume bar. I go in here, just wait, and you see that little logo in the top right corner up there that says quick resume, and like that, I'm in the game. It's actually that simple. So, quick resume is a very nice feature when it does work. I'm gonna go in later in the cons, and I'm gonna just say some of the issues. But when it does work, it's really nice. I can come here, sit down, turn it on, and within like 10 seconds, I'm already playing the game. It's crazy. Next, Pro Auto HDR, which, to be honest, I'm not really fully sure what that is. I didn't really do a lot of research. But from what I have found a little bit, I think it somehow improves graphics, and maybe even gives a slight frame boost to some things. I've noticed that it only kicks in on like older games, like what do we got here? Like something like my bad. Need for Speed Rivals here. Like that's a bit of an older game, and here I'll start it up so you can see maybe. Let's go and oh, it's not kicking in. Usually though, you see where that quick resume is at, right? Right under that, it will say this little thing that says Auto HDR, and that's how you know that it's kicking in. And so I'm not fully sure what that is, but I know it's something good. I think. So, yeah. Sorry I couldn't show that, but that's where you'd see it, and you can just hit the X button on your controller, and that's where you can see it up there. And so that's how you know when those things are active, and you can have up to, yeah, quick resume and auto HDR on at the same time if it fills the stuff for the auto HDR. Yeah, I'm not going to go in depth into that because I haven't really looked into it, but I think it's a good thing. Now I want to talk about the cooling fan on the Series X, which, like, everybody knows about this iconic design that looks kind of like, everybody says, oh look, it's a fridge, and then Xbox made an actual fridge. Just because they're that kind of guys. And so, but the reason, when I did some research about this, is they did that because of the cooling fan, which, as you probably have already guessed or have heard, that there's a giant cooling fan that just sits in the top there, right underneath those vents. And let me tell you, that thing is amazing. So, honestly, I still do it a lot. That sometimes I go over and I'll feel just how hot it is, and I'm like, I was worrying, like, the first day I got it, it was hot, and I was, like, thinking, oh, crap, is this thing overheating? Like, is there some issue? And I start feeling, like, I was feeling the top, and then I start feeling down the side, and by the time I reach the bottom, like, cool. You could even say it's cold, which means, you know, it's sucking so much air out of there. It's, like, extremely good, and somehow also extremely quiet, so it's a win-win. One of the best cooling systems compared to my Xbox One that just started overheating with, like, higher quality games like FH5. I actually had to jam a little fan in there to keep it stable. Yeah, pro gaming setup. So anyways, those are all the pros. So those of you who don't want to hear the negatives, probably just leave now. And I'm just gonna run through these quicker. Except for this first one, quick resume issues, as I mentioned earlier, is that sometimes, like, it usually auto kicks in when you start up a game, and then, you know, you check here, and then up in the top right hand corner it will say. But sometimes it doesn't say that, and I think there's a way to add games on there manually. I've never tried, so yeah, sorry, I'm not being very helpful, but I think there's a way to do that. But so sometimes it doesn't kick in automatically, which is a little bit annoying. But the most annoying part is that if you are in, like, an online game, like, let's say Fortnite or something, and you know, have it on quick resume, and then you shut off and you come back later and trying to play it again, you may not be able to reconnect properly, because I have found that, well, sorry, when you do that, then, yeah, sometimes it just won't connect to the internet properly again, because, well, even Forza Horizon 5 has online features, but it actually reconnects, but, like, fully online games like that, while you're in the game, it sometimes struggles with internet, and then, you know, if I try to log into a party with my friends, it won't let me, and I have to restart the game. It's not that big of a deal, because, you know, lightning fast load times, but still, kinda, yeah, it's been out for a while now, and those are just issues I've noticed with it. Maybe that's just how it's supposed to be, but yeah, I feel like there could be a little bit of refinement done there. And then, you know, other cons are just, you know, TV and monitor price, as I mentioned earlier. It's like, yeah, it's like expense, like it's buying another console just to get a TV that can run it as well. So it's, well, if we're going off, leads into my next point, finding a console at, like, the sale price, so, like, Canadian, if we exclude taxes, the Series X would be $600. But as you know, they've had this whole issue with like the stock, like them being in stock and everything. And I was lucky because I picked one up right at the end of summer, and for some reason they were in stock in places. And here's some people saying that they aren't anymore. So, I mean, I haven't really been to a Walmart in a bit and checked. But I think they are still there. I don't know for how long. I'm surprised that they weren't all taken for a while, because it had happened for a while that summer. I was like, no way, they're actually in stock? And I was like, oh, I don't got money. And then I realized after a bit, I was like adding up all the money I'd been making, and then I was like, oh wait, I have enough. And so, yeah, that's how I'm here. And yeah, so that's actually it. That's all the points I wanted to cover. Very kind of basic, not very in-depth. But, that's kind of what my thoughts. It's, big thumbs up, mostly. It's like, issues aren't that big, except for, well, monitor and maybe actually finding one in stock. If around here it's good, but, like, some other places might still have problems. I mean, yeah, so that's my review, and this is kind of the decided it would be the 100 subscriber special. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I wanted to really talk about that sooner, so thank you. Like, this is a huge milestone that we're over 100 subscribers, and it's actually all because of that unboxing video of the Series X, which I think is just crazy that we got, like, I don't even know. I haven't been checking the things, but I think I was at 80, maybe 90 some before, like, the video, and then now it's like we've probably gained nearly like 20 some 30 some subscribers from that one video, and I think that's just crazy, which means I think I'll be making a lot of content with Series X from now on, because that seems to be what you guys want to see, so you're gonna get what you want. Which is actually, I was making this video in time, and as you can see, a game that released a couple days ago here, and me, personally, I just got the standard edition because I wasn't super interested in special content for like the Palace edition, and so I have to wait till tomorrow to try out the game. And so I'm thinking on Saturday I'm going to make a first impressions video, if you guys want that. I mean, want to say anything about it in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking I'm going to do that, kind of regardless of what you guys say anyway, so yeah, that's been the review. Thank you for 100 subscribers. That's like a huge milestone for this little channel here. And also thanks for all the wholesome comments on the unboxing video. Like, there's like almost no negativity. I don't think there was any. It was like, got so many good comments, so many people just saying they're subbing, like, that's crazy for me, yeah. So big thanks to all of you, and see you on Saturday.